What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I am Chris the Sauceman Saliba, and today we've got an extra special video for you. We've got two beautiful bear roasts that we have been marinating in some Bud Light Orange to get that citrus vibe in the meat. We've also got a big 2 handfuls of moose stew meat that's been marinating in this beautiful Junction Stout. Thanks for joining us today, but first, everybody that knows me knows I need my energy drinks. Fantastic. And those that have been watching and wondering, yes, my beard really does look this good in person. So if y'all are ready to watch, I'm ready to do it for you. Let's go. So we've got our bear roasts here. What we're going to do is we're actually going to place them in the sink and drain off that marinade that we've been using. And bring them out and use, what we're going to use actually is a marinade here. It's our pork chop marinade. It's got a bit of a citrus feel to keep that citrus vibe going that we've been using. So we're going to go ahead, remove our 2 nice bear roasts, which were again donated to the channel by my buddy Kyle. So shout out to Kyle. Thanks a lot, man. So we're going to go ahead, give our hands a quick rinse. Towel off, of course. And we're just going to, oh man, I can smell that beer already. We're going to go ahead and just start getting a nice crust on top of that meat. And then we're going to go out to our grill and get these going. We're going to be cooking relatively low and slow today at 250 degrees. We've got our pellet grill outside already warmed up to temperature and ready to go for us. We are cooking our moose in a different method today. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this on the grill and then we're going to come back in and we're actually going to give a nice little browning to our stew meat moose, and we're going to cook them in a tin foil pan on the pellet grill as well. So we're going to do 2 different cooking methods for you today. Next, join me outside. Alright, so now we're outside at our grill. We've got our grill set to 250 degrees today for cooking our bear roasts right now. So we've got them nicely crusted with our seasoning. We're going to go ahead, we're going to open our grill and get these laid out and ready to cook. So now that we got those on our grill, we're going to go back inside and we're going to get our moose stewing meat seasoned and just get it a little bit cooked. We're going to do a bit of a sear in a frying pan, put it in that tinfoil pan, and bring it out here to sit and braise for the afternoon. Alright, so welcome back inside. We've got our lovely moose stewing meat and we want to give it a quick browning in our pan. We've already got that preheating and we hit it with our nice non-stick coconut oil. This is a canola oil free cooking spray, as we like to use our high quality sprays and we try to avoid vegetable oil in our house. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get our meat in the pan and just get that going. What I'm going to do while that's going, I'm going to cover it for a quick second. Make sure we're on high. And we're going to get a nice big massive spoonful of our chopped garlic here in with it. I'm actually going to switch and get to one of our high heat burners instead. Alright, so we're just going to let that quickly brown and then we're going to add it to our pan here, cover, and we will add some of the beer back, a little bit of our apple juice, and some seasoning. Alright, so it's been a couple of minutes, we've been browning in our pan. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get our heat turned off. Alright, this smells fantastic already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of that beer poured in the bottom of our pan to make sure that we don't stick and we get a nice little layer of moisture in there. We're going to go ahead, We're going to get that beautiful moose meat nice and separated in our pan. Make sure we get all that garlic in there. Pour the rest of our beer in. Little splash of apple juice, just to get that citrus vibe in there. And then we're going to season heavily to keep with our pub feel. With our stout beer, we're going to use our buffalo chicken seasoning in with this one. Alright, that is nice and very heavily seasoned. There we go. Got that one out there finally. And we're going to cover and get it out, stick it on the grill, and let it sit for a couple of hours and just cook nicely in this pan. Okay, so we've had our bear on the grill for roughly about an hour and a half now. We're going to go ahead and mix ourselves up a little bit of Spritz to ensure that we keep that moisture on the outer side of the bear. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to be using this fire cider that I have here that we picked up at the local bulk barn. It's got a nice mixture of some honey and some other ingredients in it, and it also keeps with that citrus theme as it has some lemon zest in it as well. And we're going to be mixing that with a 3-to-1 ratio to our apple juice. So 1 part of the fire cider to 3 parts of our apple juice. So we're going to mix about a cup, put it in our spray bottle, and then we're going to go out to the grill and spritz our meat. This should give it a nice, interesting flavor. It does have some hot pepper to it, so it might add just that little bit of spice to the outer part of our meat. And might as well pour it over the sink and not make a complete and utter mess. As my wife is filming me and I don't feel like getting yelled at. Happy wife, happy life. And, you know, kind of throw things around a little bit, of course. Alright, here we go. Now let's go out to the grill, do a temperature check, and give our meat a little spritz. Alright, so we're back out at our grill. We've got our probe thermometer set to 165, as we always have to make sure that we meet an internal temperature on our bear at a minimum of 165. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a temperature rating from the core of that roast. And while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead, give our meat a nice spritz and a nice soak down. Alright, so our probe thermometer is telling us we're at 162 degrees currently. So we're going to go ahead, remove that, and give ourselves a little bit more cook time. Nice little spray down. Go ahead, close our lid, and come back to our grill in another 30-40 minutes. Alright, so now that we've reached our internal temperature of 170 degrees, we're going to go ahead, we're going to remove our bear roasts, wrap them in our tin foil, and place them in our cooler to set for 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. The one thing you got to be mindful of when you're doing this is they are 170 degrees, so I don't have woman hands. It burns. I don't have those mom hands that all of our mother-in-laws and everybody seems to have, and they don't feel temperature, like my mother-in-law. Somehow she could probably do this with her bare hands and not feel any of this. So now that we got those removed, I always use some towels to help insulate and keep that temperature in our cooler. So we're going to go ahead, close our lid, and let it sit for half an hour. Alright, so we've brought our cooler back inside, and we're going to get ready to unwrap our meat. set it out on our cutting boards and slice these up. So we've got our nice 2 bear roasts here. We're going to unwrap them and just see how they've turned out for us. Whew. Those are still quite warm. One thing's for sure is these smell fantastic. Alright, those look fantastic. So let's get a nice close-up of some slicing action and see how they turned out. Alright, let's get this cut up. Now this looks fantastic. I can't wait to eat. And I must admit, this is going a lot better on camera than that venison roast did, that is for sure. Alright everybody. Thanks for joining us for this part of the video. Next we're going to lay out our moose meat that is still sitting on the grill cooking, and I think we're going to serve that on a bed of Calrose Japanese sushi rice. Alright, so we've got our moose meat pulled off the grill now. We're going to lift this foil off. And we're going to serve our stewed moose meat on top of this nice bed of Calrose Japanese sushi rice. And again, this smells absolutely phenomenal. I wish we could get the smell through the YouTube, but hey, I'm pretty sure everybody that cooks on YouTube says the exact same thing. So I hope you guys liked the video today. I think the next one we're going to do is a meal prep chicken video for everybody. Everybody's been asking me how I managed to do so much chicken in my diet and do all my meal prepping. So I think we're going to show a pellet grill meal prep. And that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. Thanks, everybody. See you next week.